Hi, this is Dawn at Dawn's Astrological Vision. Stand by for Leo Sun Sign and Leo Rising, September 2015 General Forecast. Welcome back, Leo. Leo, the Sun is transiting your second house until the 23rd. For the next 3 weeks, you should have the drive to make more money. Jupiter is also in your second house with the Sun, and the second house represents the cash on hand and the cash flow. It represents resources that are available in a transaction in terms of property for trade, tangible assets like precious stones and furniture. Money and resources may easily appear for your sign, Leo, with Jupiter transiting in this house, as well as the ability to attract people who want to help you in this area of resources. Negatively, this aspect occasionally causes an individual to become too dependent on those other people's resources. On the 4th, the Sun makes a positive trine to Pluto in Capricorn. This involves your second and sixth houses, Leo. With this aspect affecting your second house and sixth house, vitality is optimized. The transiting trine between the Sun in Virgo and Pluto in Capricorn offer exciting, empowering possibilities if we can conjure up the motivation to seize them. You could have a chance to reorient your entire perspective on life. You only have to claim it. This will involve your second house of finances, how you earn your income, your need to ensure your own financial security and your self-worth, and what you value in yourself. And also the sixth house of work, environment, your attitude towards health, your physical health, and how you express yourself through your work or daily responsibilities. Mars will remain in your first house, Leo, until the 25th. You will feel the need to conquer life and surroundings, and constant urge to exercise and regulate energies. You have a feeling that you can do anything. On the 1st of the month, Venus and Mars in your sign conjoin for the second of the 3 conjunctions made this year. Venus retrograde throws a little monkey wrench in this conjunction due to the retrograde motion. This is your first house, Leo, and this aspect is more of a what about me aspect. This combination is excellent for sexual passion. The I give of Venus is balanced with the I want of Mars. Mars is a little stronger in this aspect due to Venus being retrograde until the 5th. Mars could override Venus, and there could be a little inclination to relate, but this could be taking the form of emotional sexual pleasure. This Venus retrograde transit warns us that we don't have all the pieces to the puzzle we are trying to put together. If we want to complete it, we have to lie back, take a deep breath, and make an effort to be receptive to love and assistance. Mars is transiting your first house with Venus until the 24th. Mars conjunct Venus reveals loving sexual relationships and the ability to perform or act well around those of the opposite sex. This aspect can bring about changes in dress, hairstyle, cosmetic, or appearance. After the 5th, when Venus goes direct, will be the best time for these changes. Mars moves into your second house and on the 25th makes a square to Saturn in Sagittarius. A meeting between Mars and Sagittarius can produce many contrary feelings, but they focus on issues pertaining to polarities such as passive and aggressive, love and hate, anger and depression, and also starting something new and staying exactly the same. It is a potential for burnout, but only if the aspect lasts a long period. This should last only a couple of days. Until the end of the month, Leo, be aware of feeling bitter, resentful, or hostile if suffering any type of injustice. Watch cutting off your nose to spite your face. Mars is in your second house and squares Saturn in Sagittarius in your 5th house. Since Sagittarius is transiting your 5th house until 2018, we'll talk a little about Saturn transiting this house. The 5th house has always been associated with the heart and its metaphors, with love, investment of feelings, and the risk attached to the investment. Also connected with creative issues, both children and the fruits of intellectual or artistic endeavors. Saturn highlights our ability to take responsibility for ourselves as creative people and may have to accept a little less than perfect creation. The source of hidden treasures that was found or reclaimed when Saturn was transiting Scorpio, your 4th house, must now be guarded and developed, lest it be swallowed, buried, stolen, or lost. The 5th house is the natural house of the sun. Saturn can darken our sense of self and restrict the normal flow of creativity. However, this does not always produce negative results, Leo, as serious contemplation of our purpose and direction in life brings a more satisfying sense of self-realization. With Saturn in the 5th house, a person does not give lightly, and the quality of relationships during this time should be given serious thought. It is not unusual to marry, to have a child, or to deepen a commitment while Saturn is in the 5th house. Just be sure that the relationship is not devouring or threatening in some way. On the 13th, there's a partial solar eclipse. It is part of a family of eclipses that are considered to be highly stressful. Because this eclipse is also in Virgo, the sign that rules over work and health, this is a time to avoid stress and surgery if possible. Make your plans now to start something new, but wait a little while to put them into action. This solar eclipse is not visible in the United States. This eclipse will fall in your 2nd house, Leo. This is the house of your attitude about money, personal wealth, and property, dealing with banks and other financial institutions, and earning capacity. Over the next 6 months, there may be income changes, or you may make or spend big money. There will be a reassessment of the finances, material assets, and creature comforts. On the 17th, we are presented with the only Jupiter-Neptune opposition of the year. Generosity and compassion are stimulated by this combination. The trick is to choose the right people and passions on which to bestow your good feelings and generous impulses. This can affect the money houses, the 2nd and 8th house. Financial reverses may arise from relying on unsound hunches. Watch connections with dishonest associations. Be aware of dreaming of time away or visualizing impractical ventures. This aspect only lasts a couple of days. Mercury is still transiting Libra, your 3rd house, and goes retrograde also on the 17th until October 9th. With Mercury retrograde, this is not the best time to start new projects. During this Mercury retrograde phase, avoid signing new contracts and, if possible, avoid making major purchases of electronic gadgets. Many factors may come to light during the retrograde phase and shed light, which enables you to make wiser choices later. Mercury retrograde can be used to take care of unfinished tasks and business affairs that were started while Mercury was direct. Listen to that inner voice to make sure you heard it right. Then get back into gear. The sun enters your 3rd house on the 23rd, the sign of Libra, and you may be dealing more with your own ideas and the assertion of personal authority in speech, writing, and communications. You may notice your ideas and communications involve romance, social activity, artistic self-expression, children and their education, or financial speculation. Over the next 3 weeks, social activities and communications with brothers, sisters, neighbors, and friends are likely to be intensified. The full moon is in the sign of Aries on the 27th. It is a larger-than-life supermoon as well as a total lunar eclipse. This eclipse will be visible over Europe, the Middle East, Africa, and parts of the eastern United States, and will have the strongest effect on one-to-one relationships or those with a birthday on that same day or same degree. This eclipse is in your ninth house, Leo, and this house governs higher learning, the abstract mind, long-range vision, philosophy, propaganda, and long journeys. It is an outer extension of the third house. It also rules in-laws and travelers. Education or travel may come into focus with an eclipse falling here. There is an urge to expand and wisdom is tested. Leo, your lucky days of the month are the 1st, 9th, 10th, 19th, 20th, 28th, and 29th. Leo, thank you for returning. Thank you for liking, subscribing to Dawn's Astrological Vision. I hope you enjoyed your forecast, Leo. Have a wonderful month, and I'll talk to you next month. Bye.